Yeah. Oh. What? Yep.
Sure.
Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to defeat Panthalus, the legendary Ocean King, in Palworld's 1.0 update. This is actually a very challenging fight, and I will show you the build at the very end of this video. Now, the two pals that I found worked the best here was Shadowbeak and Azurmane, so I recommend bringing them, although Jetragon is also a really solid option to bring. So, the thing is, we gotta avoid as much damage as possible in this fight, so for you, it's just about staying on this island, dodging around in the middle here. I was just using the mechanical bow here to get as many shots off as I could. The weak spot for Panthalus is that blue gem on his forehead, which is very hard to hit, but if you get it at close range, you can actually do some pretty solid damage. Now, the reason we want to use a flying pal so that it can fly out there and attack it, I'm not using Azurmane until the Panthalus comes into the main area here. You can fly on Shadowbeak and use some attacks here. I just didn't find it be as effective as letting it do its own thing while we fire shots at it. Now, I also have a rocket launcher for this fight, which I found made a pretty good difference here, so I'd recommend using everything you possibly can, your highest damage weapons. I was just rolling with the bow here to get the most out of it. So, yeah, this fight is a very long one. It ended up taking me the whole 10 minutes here, but what you want to do for the wave attack there is move to the side of it or double jump. I would recommend having the double jump or triple jump boots. The dash boots are nice too, but I just found having the boots was even better. Now, whenever he spawns out in the middle here, he's going to slam down on the ground. This is when you want to bring out Azurmane or whatever lightning type pal that you got. I'm also using the special Terraria swords here. They did not do a whole lot of anything, but yeah, that's what's glowing on my back there. Whenever he flies in here, this is when we get our damage in. So I'm using the bow here and trying to hit it on the blue core there. I'm using the overheated rifle there. Didn't really do a lot of work. The multi-guided missile launcher here is pretty solid though, as I was able to stagger the boss here, which made a big difference. So yeah, when it's up close, it's going to be a lot quicker to hit you, so those double jumps are a little bit more challenging. You see, I took damage out of my shield there, but firing off the rocket launcher was able to stagger him. I was wasting my time here, but you can see our pals doing a ton of damage. Hitting that blue crystal again with the bow can get you some pretty juicy damage, so that is what we're aiming to do there. I would recommend beefing your pals up as much as possible. I did this at level 76 here, but obviously the higher the better. Jet Dragon also being a really good choice. Now, it's going to pull out these attacks, and there is a one-hit attack. I accidentally got fried by it a couple times. It will jump around like that, and that's why I recommend having the triple jump boots, because getting that extra distance makes a huge difference. So you will see these here, kind of similar to Elden Ring Night Rain. You just want to jump up into the air to avoid the attacks. And when you see this red wall, because getting fried by it a couple times, it will jump around like that, and that's why I recommend having the triple jump boots, because getting that extra distance makes a huge difference. So you will see these here, kind of similar to Elden Ring Night Rain. You just want to jump up into the air to avoid the attacks. And when you see this red warning for the massive wave approaches, use the wind turbulence to jump over it. Do exactly as it says, jump over it. You'll see the wave there. Weirdly enough, my first time fighting it, I did not have that warning, and I got completely waved by it, which is frustrating because it happens around the 5-minute mark here if you got the damage down enough. He will try to pull this attack out again, so again, it's just looking for the large wave coming and finding the spirit streams to jump your way up. Now this attack is deceptive. It looks like it's going to hit you, but if you jump in between the waves there, you're going to be fine. Also, again, that attack there with the water beams is mostly just moving to the side. Those bubble attacks it pulls off, if you double jump while it's going and then glide, you're going to avoid most of the damage. And with that, you'll be able to take down Panthalus, the legendary Ocean King, in Palworld's 1.0 update. So this is the build that I use. Panthalus, the legendary, it's going and then glide, you're going to avoid most of the damage. And with that, you'll be able to take down Panthalus, the legendary Ocean King, in Palworld's 1.0 update. So this is the build that I use. If this video was useful, please hit the subscribe button below. I was a lower level whenever I ended up doing this. I just ended up recording this after the fact. But yeah, having your health up as high as possible is really good. You don't have to have the perfect gear in the game, but this is an end game challenge, so you obviously want to do this as late as possible. You don't have to have the perfect gear in the game, but this is an end game challenge, so you obviously want to do this as late as possible. And have a great day. Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the easiest team guide to take down Panthalus in Palworld. And this is by far the easiest team strat because we're able to counter everything with this setup here. And we have lots of freedom in which pals that we want to use. And you don't even have to have your team maxed out. I'll be showing you actually a few different compositions you can use depending on the pals that you have or the pals that you want to use. Now, there is one essential in my opinion, Zephyr Lux here. This is going to change your player's attack type to electric and increase the attack by 20%. So obviously electric being strong against water. Alternatively, you can use Beacon, although they are a bit weaker and they don't have the same moves that Zephyr Lux have, but it can also work. And I've ran this boss like 20 plus times now to find out the best strategies. You want to have one of these too. Next is Solen. The very powerful Untainted Maiden ability will increase a player's attack by 80% if all pals in the party are a different species. This can actually be bred, there's actually a lot that can breed for this, but one that's easy is Blasmuth plus Frost Alien. Combine those together and you can get yourself a Solen. Highly recommend having this just for the player attack boost. Now, Vanward Christ is also amazing because there's a huge weak spot that we can take advantage of. So this will increase damage that the player deals to enemy weak spots by 50%. Highly worth taking this one here because it is a really easy weak spot to hit. Now, there's the cool interaction here with Slowot.
Oh shit. خیلی این سخت شد.
Here, so in the party,
بعد چند تا پل بذارم که بتونم اینو بزنم.
It'll discharge enemy damage and do 60% of our attack damage. So this is really good. This is more so for like just going against regular targets, not really as much against this boss. So you can go with others, but pairing this with Snock here, when in the party, it'll apply Electrify 6. So having a Snock, your attacks will apply that and also discharge the electricity. It's very powerful. Another Snock is Snock Lux here. If you have this one, it's going to make you take 30% less water damage and you're immune to soak. This is only really necessary if you find you're taking a lot of damage. I'm also a big fan of using Robin Quill, which will increase your bow damage by 35% at max stacks here. What's great about that is there's a mechanical bow that I was using, and it's very good in this fight. If you want a buff of your party members, or Zerk is also incredibly powerful. While in your party, hitting an enemy with a bullet will increase the attack and defense of the pal fighting beside you by 5% for 30 stacks, and this is for 5 seconds. So if you're using a fast firing gun, you can boost up your teammates' damage quite a bit. And this is great because, well, it's in your party, you can actually boost up like Hellzephyr Lux. And Hellzephyr Lux with the Thunderstorm and Thunder Rain, both these skills are incredibly powerful, especially if they're boosted up. I would actually probably prefer to have like Shockwave there as well, but these two are like the main damage dealers. Now, Ophidia is also really good, but not really against this boss here. Really what's great about this is it flies soak on your attacks, but this actually doesn't stack up whenever you're using something like the Snock, but this can be good for just giving this build usability against other enemies, not really this boss, as they're immune to soak. But Gobfin, you can actually have 2 Gobfins. This will increase the player's damage by 20% each, and you can have 2 of them here. So you can swap out Slowot and Snock for both Gobfins. So you get Solen's damage buff, the attack bonus to the weak points, and then Hellzephyr Lux trying to open up with Thunder Rain. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this live here, because I'm pretty confident how good this is after running this many times. The trick here is stay low on the water here at the start with your pal. You're going to want to open up with Thunder Rain, and I would actually recommend getting in front of it so you can get, because it's not going to aggro on you right away, so you can blast away with this attack here, get into the fight. This hits really hard, and then you can open up with shooting. Now, this pal is kind of annoying where it is going to run around and move a lot, so you got to get into a like habit of moving to try and get in the front of it here. And I opened up with another electric based attack. It's going to follow with this bubble attack here, which you can just fly up over. Trying to hit that blue crystal, I was able to get 1 crit off there, did 2,000 damage with this gun, and you can already see we're doing insane amounts of damage because it is weak to electric. Watch out for the whirlpools here. You can fly back, and I would recommend keeping your stamina high so you get your moves off on your pal here. And oh, we got the break off, so reload your gun whenever this happens and unload clip right into that. You can see we're absolutely melting it here. This is one of the best ways to get a ton of damage in right off the bat, because you can just see here we are absolutely melting this boss. So we're getting hit with some of those attacks there, but that's fine. Just aim. If you got it facing you just like this, you can actually skip the phase where you have to jump over the waves really easily. So yeah, you're seeing that there. He is going to do the wave attack here. This is what's most annoying. I would actually recommend for this, jumping off your pal and recalling them, because there's going to be a bunch of whirlpools that appear, and then the Elden Ring Spirit Stream will be over here. So we're making our way over to this, and missed it to jump it up. This one isn't the most necessary to avoid. What we need to avoid is the one wherever the waves come out here. I can finish him off right now just because this gun has like pretty good range to it, but he's going to do the wave attack here next. This is something he'll do twice. What you got to do is watch out for those waves there. Jump up into this Spirit Stream. This is going to launch you way up high over the wave here. And then if you got like triple jump boots, that works great. Or the dashes, you're going to want to fly over the wave here. And again, I'm using this with pals that are like level 60, whereas this is a level 70 boss. And then you can end off with, oh, missed all those shots there. I like to go back and then call out your pal here. So once you get past that wave here, we could have just finished him off. I just wanted to do it for teaching purposes. This will clear it really quickly, and you can keep re-challenging this boss and catching more of them. So yeah, whenever it does this flop attack, you can also attack in the sky, but you see it there. We're able to just finish him off right now. He's got 1 health, and boom, finished it really easy live for you guys. That didn't take too much. 1 health, and boom, back in the sky. You don't even have to have your pals at level 70. They will absolutely decimate this boss and destroy it quickly. So yeah, Hellzephyr, Lux, Solen, Vanwern, Chris, and then you can use the burgers here, because these give a huge damage boost. So I'd recommend having those. Maybe I'm preemptively using a healer to it, because these give a huge damage boost. So I'd recommend use any type of bonus to the weak points, and then Hellzephyr Lux turning.
ببینیم چیا اینو داریم. هلزفر کنم اینو دارم. دارم تاثیر فعلی اینجا به درد نمیخوره. چسناک. چسناک
Your attacks electric. And if you got it, eat the ears, but a really fun
Oh,
probably using 5% a lot. Take the damage. The tag electro function here was slow on here because increased damage is amazing because having this species painted the best strategies. You want to have also work, and I've ran this bot and the electric being strong attacked. One essential in my
بعد برم بگیر.
you can use beak also works too. 80% if all, but one highly recommend having this just for the player attack boost.
خب Van Wyvern چقدر بده که سرچ نداره، باید تک تک نگاه کن. Van Wyvern نه باید برم بگیرمش. الزفیر اسمشو بگو. الزفیر لاکس بالا چپ. برم بگیرمش. این برای اینه داستان. جاینت چیه؟ امیر دیگه ای بابا.
What?
نه ای وای نمیر اب نداره این یکی 49 47
Oh.
خب این از این خب بعدی سولنه و اسلووات فکر کنم اسلووات رو دارم سولنه بله نیست برای توی اند گیم تیریه راست
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
اسناک هم که گرفتم. جت دراگون. نه نه نمیر. نداره. هم کپچرش کنم. امیر لامصب. دولنه رو سرچ کنم. این دوتا هم نزدم. چی اسمش؟ سوله 2 تا N. خب نه 20 نیست که ما. خب اسلوات به جاش استرای بدم اگه دیگه نشد برم فردا. سولده. قیافه اینا. صداش کنکله. کنکل. باید برام هر گیرمه درست. پس اینم باید بسازیم. Shouldn't help. چند اینی که منم ای آر کورس ساخته شو. چند تا ای آی کور میخواست لباسه. 3 تا 5 تا جمع با 5 تا AI کو داریم 10 تا ترمال کور. خدا دیگه صبح شد. ترکون ما به به با همین برم بزنم. اه چی نداری؟ کامپیوتر یه کامپیوتر تر میزنیم کامپیوتر سرچش میاد. اوه دارک فرگمنت. چند غذا از اون ور بیارم بریزم. دارک فرگمنت چند میخوام؟ دو دیگه میخوام بزنم بعدی. بزنم. حالا اگه تونستیم 2% رو تموم کنیم. دیگه بریم گایز. فعلا شب صبح بخیر.